What's poppin', all stars? Welcome back to my channel. It's DAMNSHEJAMAICAN, your biggest and brightest shining star. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the Scorpio women. Hey, it is Scorpio season. So this video, I definitely got to drop this. Y'all are like the biggest supporters on this channel. So I got to come correct. You know what I'm saying? All right, Scorpio women. I love Scorpio women. Some of my closest friends are actually Scorpios. So the thing I like about Scorpios, I'm gonna just talk about Scorpios. First of all, Scorpios are ruled by Mars, okay, and Pluto. So these people are people that are very passionate. You know, they're passionate about what it is that they love, things that they care about. You know, they're very passionate people, and they put their all into everything. You know, they give their all, and Scorpio is a fixed water sign. So this means that fixed water is the equivalent to ice. So when you think of a Scorpio, you think of fixed water, and it's also ruled by the 8th house. So with them being fixed water, what that essentially means, water represents your emotions, right? So Scorpios are an emotional sign. So it being the fixed water, what that essentially means is that however they feel, that's how they feel, and it's very hard to change their mind about anything. You know, sometimes you'll see like a Scorpio kind of act cold or distant, or they may be a little bit stubborn, or they just think they know everything, and it's because they're coming from a fixed nature, just like their opposite Taurus, which I'm a Taurus. So they can appear to be a little bit stubborn. Now, also with being fixed water, you guys can sometimes be like, you guys think too deep about things. So when water is fixed and it's deep, and you go really deep and you stay there. So sometimes when you could think about something, like say someone, a Scorpio female, like say someone, you like a guy, you are going to be super like into him. You may like stalk him, or you may just like research his zodiac sign and shit, research compatibility. Like, you guys are super investigative minds, and you guys like to really figure out who people are. You like to get to know the entirety of someone. So Scorpio women, being fixed water, sometimes you guys can, your emotional stance on something can stay fixed to the point where other people can't tell you nothing. And if someone did you wrong, like, you'll hold grudges. You know what I'm saying? Like, Scorpios can be vindictive because their emotions are so deep, and they really feel you. Like, they feel you. They may not express it, and it's because it's too much for them to really express. So Scorpio women, that's y'all in a gist. Like, y'all are very deep. Y'all think very deep, and the feelings that you have for your loved ones are deep, and they go a long way. And it being fixed, a lot of Scorpios, these are people that will be in your life for a very long time. These are people that know how to have very long-lasting relationships, because it's a fixed sign, and that's how they feel emotionally. And you know, when you have when your emotions, or when your emotional sign, and that's your overall ego, and what people see from you, you're the type of person, you're loyal. You know, you're very loyal, and you can come off as possessive. And that's just because your opposite sign is Taurus, so you kind of pull from that. Scorpios also really, Scorpio women like nice things. They like nice things, and they're not super materialistic, but these are people that work hard for the things that they own, and they're very hardworking people. Scorpios, they like to get to know, they like to have the good things in life. And when you're a person that's deeply emotional, not to the point where you're always crying, because you probably will never catch a Scorpio crying, and you probably would never know that a Scorpio is emotional, because they keep it all within. And that's why they're able to have long-lasting relationships and friendships, is because they truly do care about you, and they don't like losing people. They don't like ending friendships and relationships. So they like to keep people real close to them. So these women in relationships, they're very loyal women. These are women that are relationship oriented. Also, Scorpio women are very sexy. They love sex. You know, they have a nice sex appeal. Scorpio women are very intense, you know. But the reason why they like sex, it's not because they're promiscuous. A lot of Scorpio women can come off as promiscuous, but it's not that. It's just you got to look at the planet they're ruled by, you know, and co-ruled by. So these women are, they like sex because they get to understand you better in that scenario, and that's for them, that's a good way to bond and connect. So a Scorpio woman, she will be very sexually attractive. You know, a lot of men will gravitate towards her. And even if this Scorpio woman in society's eye is not like the standard beautiful women, whatever that may be, these women, their aura just emanates sexy. They emanate sexuality. They emanate that. And these are women that are very confident in their sexuality. They're confident in talking about sex. And these women don't care what no one think about them. Scorpios also have this tendency to have this very deep and intense gaze. And for most of you guys who don't know, I have my moon in the 8th house. It's the equivalent of having a Scorpio moon, but even more profound if it's in the 8th house. So I resonate with the Scorpio energy 100%. 100%. These women, they have this intense gaze, and it's because they really like to think deeply, and they really like to analyze people, and it's kind of like they're trying to study the energy, even if they're doing this unconsciously. And I be looking at little kids that are Scorpios, and they be having this look, and it's because they can sense things. These people are very intuitive people. You know, water is all about intuition and about the vibes. So Scorpios, and especially in the sign, especially being ruled by the 8th house and it being a fixed water sign, these women are women that peep bullshit from a mile away. You cannot lie to these women. These women will know when you're lying to them. And sometimes you could not be lying. Sometimes they can misjudge. But because of this fixed nature of them, they're going, whatever they think is what they think. And it's kind of hard for them to change their opinion on certain things. Just for the sake of them having this particular nature of going deep. So when they go deep and they analyze, because Scorpio women, they have to analyze themselves first and go deep within themselves to understand how people act. And not all Scorpios are like this. Obviously not all Scorpios, because you have other planets and other signs. You could have more air in your chart than someone else as a Scorpio sun, or more fire, you know. So whatever the case may be, this does not resonate to everyone. But for the most part, Scorpio women are very intense, and they have this intense gaze is because they're fucking intense, and they analyze a lot more than you would think, and they know a lot more than you would think. So you see a Scorpio woman just looking at you, or they just give you this stare. They're not consciously doing it. It's just the energy that they have, you know. It's just, they see things on a deep level, and they connect with people on a deep level. They have very strong bonds with people. These people they need to trust you in order to be in a relationship with you. They don't like flakiness. Scorpio women, like I said, they make very great friends. If you have a Scorpio in your life, comment down below. Let me know like how long you've known this person for, because Scorpios are known for having friendships and relationships that last really long. And that's, like I said, it's water connects and it's fixed. So they're going to be in your life for a while, you know. Even if for some way, even if you don't want them to be, sometimes they'll find a way to be around you. And that's just a part of them being loyal and really actually giving a fuck. When you have even if you have other planets in Scorpio, this video still resonates, because especially like a Venus in Scorpio, Moon in Scorpio, yeah, you guys are there for the long haul because you actually care. And when you invest your time into something, you don't want to just give up, you know? So that's one thing about Scorpio women. Another thing about Scorpio women is when it comes to relationships, majority of the Scorpio women I know, like I said, they're very loyal, but they really want a serious partner. Like they want someone that's as deep and as caring and that really gives a fuck like how they really give a fuck too. You know, so that's one thing to understand about a Scorpio. Like I said, they're relationship oriented, so they really do care about relationships. And yeah, so a lot of people know we can't talk about Scorpios without talking about the stinger, right? The ultimate stinger. So sometimes in my earlier age or earlier a few months ago, I've been observing the sign of Scorpio, and a lot of people may not think that Scorpios like them, even if it could be like a family member. And what Scorpios do sometimes, like I said, they're not materialistic, but they do care about material things. And so sometimes to show that they love you, what they'll do is they'll give you something, kind of like Tauruses. Like I said, this is their opposite, and their earth sign is in Taurus. So these women, they like material things, but it's not like they're not materialistic. And when it comes to a Scorpio women, as far as them giving you things, money, or you know, whatever the case may be, they may like this, or they may feel like this is how, you know, love should be expressed. So I know some Scorpio women, they may love you, but they probably won't say it, or you know, they'll just probably keep most of it to themselves, and you may not know for years that they love you. But if they're around you, like if they're there, they always hit you up, they always call you, they love you, they care about you. But they're not the type, because they love so deeply, to just say I love you to them kind of just seems like superficial. Like it seems like, okay, anybody can say I love you, but for them, love is they want to prove it to you. So shit, we live in such a low dimensional frequency. To them, they prove it by giving you material things, providing you with a house, shit, money, cars, clothes, whatever, you know, whatever, a food, a meal, whatever is material that will say that, hey, look, I'm passively saying that I care about you by, you know, giving you my resources. Because the thing about the 8th house, it deals with other people's resources. So Scorpios are they love to share, they love to give, especially to people that they love. So yeah, that's pretty much what I have for Scorpio women. I really like Scorpios because you guys truly do care about, even y'all on this channel, like y'all care about the metaphysics, you know, you care about life, astrology and shit. I think that's very admirable, because a lot of people don't take the time to self-reflect and to go deep. And so I just admire Scorpio women. And yeah, that's pretty much what I have for this video. Please go ahead and comment down below your experiences with Scorpios, the people close to you in your life. You know, what's it like being a Scorpio? You know, let's talk more about sex, your sexuality, your intensity, your stare. Do people say you have a resting bitch face because you look so serious all the time? Do people think you're not caring? And the stinger thing I was trying to say, some Scorpios, because they know the emotions and they know how to go deep, they know how to hit you where it hurts. They know how to give you the silent treatment. They know how to, oh yeah, they'll give you revenge, all that. But this is a slower sign, so it takes time, you know. And some Scorpios can be prone to depression, but because you are ruled by the 8th house, this is a sign that's transformative. So you can have a period of depression in your life, but you found a way to transform and get out of that depression. So that's one thing about Scorpios. You guys are very transformative. You guys are always changing and growing And you really do have the power to manifest whatever it is that you want. And I see that with Scorpios. When you guys want something and you put your mind to it, you really go after it and you go get it. And that's what I really love about you guys. So yeah, that's pretty much this video. Make sure that you guys go ahead and do leave a comment down below. Please let us know what's popping with y'all Scorpios. Make sure that you smash the like button if you like this video. Make sure that you go ahead and share the video. Also subscribe to the channel if this is your first time seeing Damn She Jamaican. And I'll see you guys in another one. Mwah. Peace.